Another section here. Yeah, you don't want to mess with that. What up, guys? It's your dude, Jam here. I'm at the Madera Canyon Trailhead here in southern Arizona, south of Tucson. Mount Wrightson is looming overhead, and I'm out here for my big training run before Barkley. It is about 2 p.m. right now. Just got to the trailhead. I'm gonna load up and head on out of here for my first lap. I'm not sure how many I'm gonna get in. Starting a little bit later than I had hoped, but we're gonna try and get as much climb as we can and get through some hard shit tonight. Gonna go through the whole night into the next day. I think I have to leave here by noon at the latest tomorrow, so I've got just under 22 hours to see what I can do. I'm gonna show you real quick what my setup looks like here. I'm borrowing my brother's car today. This is all my clothes that I have for the mission. So basically I have a huge assortment of all kinds of warm weather gear tonight. I think it might get into the teens at the top of the mountain up at 9,000 feet. So just in case there's snow, I got my Catula micro spikes. But I'm gonna probably start out with a pretty minimal setup and just grab some water, a couple gels, and my micro spikes and see what conditions are on loop 1. Let's go to the trunk, check that out. So this is where I got all my fuel. Got a bunch of water, pre-made some mashed potatoes that are in here. Got a bunch of different water bottles. Couple beers just in case I want those later on. This is my nutrition bin. It's just got a bunch of different gels and snacks. I even got the goo happy birthday. I've got some salt caps, some caffeine energy type pills in here as well. And then these other 2 bags have a lot of other types of foods. So got some chips. I've got some of these vegan gummies that are delicious. Got some more like energy type drinks. This one right here is some of my cold foods. I don't really have a ice chest, but I got some spring rolls that might be nice later on. Some avocado sushi and some of these stuffed grape leaves, which are just like rice filled, and I love these things so much. Some tortilla and some hummus, so got kind of a mix of some real foods as well as just snacks to carry. So I'm gonna get suited up here and then start this journey. Alrighty. Okay, this is officially the 1,000 foot check-in. I don't know if I'll check in every 1,000 feet, but I wanted to start out with my state of mind right now and what I'm thinking as I embark upon this journey. I'm not sure what to expect exactly. I know that this next 22 hours is gonna be tough. I know it's gonna get cold. I know that I'm gonna hurt, but this is gonna be a journey, just me and my mind and my body, and I just wanna be alone with my thoughts, so I'm not gonna use any music of any sort. I don't have my cell phone with me. I don't even think it works out here, but it'll be interesting to see where my mind goes, and this will be one of the longest solo training runs I've ever done. But feeling optimistic right now. I'm just trying to let my body get warmed up. It'll probably take at least a lap, a couple hours before I start getting into the groove. And then the miles will start flying by, I know, but I'm gonna have a full night to go through up here in these mountains. I'm just grateful for, I guess, my body, the ability to do something like this, the ability to be in nature. I grew up camping and stuff, but sometimes we get so caught up in what we're doing day to day with work, social media, that We don't get a chance to just exist in the outdoors, which is our natural element. So really just optimistic about this run and hoping I can get 70 to 80 miles in. 2,000 foot check-in. Been back in the sun for a bit, which is nice. My hands were getting pretty cold, but it's great now. So I'll look forward to that on the top half, but closing in on 3 miles out of 5 to get to the top. Feeling good. Whew, hitting a little bit of snow here. Got the moon rising up there. Looks like I should get a bit of light tonight. Straight up there, that's my good friend, Old Baldy, Mount Wrightson, up at 9,500 feet. The trail will like zigzag up through there and hit that pass. And man, you can see for miles. Hey, my spring is running. Sweet. Have water there later. All right, just surpassed 3,000 feet. Fair bit of snow, but it's not icy at this level. We'll see how it is further up. So I guess my next check-in will be up on the summit. I'm just hitting these switchbacks right before the saddle. Making okay time. 4 miles in 1 hour, 8 minutes. So I might make the summit by around an hour and a half. That's cool. That's just straight up ice right there. I'm getting the micro spikes out. All right, made it, summit number 1, hour 35 minutes. A bit icy there, but pretty nice. I'm gonna try and make it back down and back up at sunset, and then we'll be heading into the night. So overall, feeling fine right now. This is 5.3 miles actually. It's a little over 5. I thought it was 5 exactly, with 4,068 feet of climb. Those are the stats I'm getting down because I've got about, I don't know, a lot more to do. All right, lap 1, 2:37, 10.6 miles. I can get some food here. I'm gonna fill my pack back up, get some more gels going. I'm also gonna get some, I'll get some gloves and, oh, and lights, of course. $5,000 foot check-in. Mountains are casting a long shadow at this point. Temperatures are dropping. Energy levels are good. That's about all I gotta say right now. I think I should be able to summit before the sun sets completely, but we'll see. It's gonna be close. 6,000 feet up, in, whatever. The sun hasn't completely set, but it's getting low. I may or may not see it by the time I get to the top. I think the furthest mountains that way are in Mexico. Okay, this is the 7,000 foot check-in. The sun just set, I think, for good. Wow, is that not beautiful? So I'll have about 11 hours of darkness as I go through the night. Done about 15 miles so far, which has gone pretty quick, pretty smooth. Next check-in, I'll be at the top. Okay, here I am, summit number 2. I'm not gonna stay because my fingers are freezing. A little bit of glow left. Time to go down. So guys, here in the car, just eating some food. Had some of this sushi, had some of these Snappy Crisps. Getting my really warm gear on, so I'm taking a couple minutes. Just at 6 hours right now for 21 miles, 8,000 feet of climb. So it's definitely cold night. Just gonna head back out here in a minute, not think about it too much. That's the plan. Probably get a little caffeine, and I'm gonna change the batteries in my lights. So just kind of doing some logistical stuff. Because I'll be out there for 3 hours per lap about now. It's just slow going with all the rocks and the ice up on top especially. Got my warm hat and my ski gloves, so that's about it. New batteries in the headlamp, and yeah, just reload my snacks and head out. Okay, still on track with the check-ins, 9,000 feet. Don't want to trip here, but it's actually, once I got moving, it warmed up quite a bit, so stripped down a little bit of layers, but just keep grinding. That's the update. All right, just hit 10,000 feet in 24 miles. Mostly I'm just bored right now. It's just, don't know what to think about. Don't know, it's just monotonous, so that's my state of mind, state of being right now. That's my truth. Freaking bored, dude. So, just gonna keep going up. Whew. All right, 11,000 feet. That went pretty quick. Tough part coming up. I got the most exposed cold, the ice to get to the summit. It definitely is way slower, but why not? Keep doing it, right? Trying not to be as bored, but it's tough. But time will take care of that. Oh, this is breaking up the boringness. Go climb across some ice. At least something interesting going on. Okay. All right, all spiked up again. Summit number 3. 27 miles, 8 hours. Over 12,000 feet of climb. The view from up here is freaking awesome. I can see lights from Tucson, lights from Nogales, lights from Sierra Vista. It's pretty rad. Starting to think this trail's not steep enough. It's been really easy and boring, and I feel like it's because it's not, the steepness just isn't there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I should bag this idea and then go home and do steep stuff behind my house. Maybe. I just don't know how beneficial this is right now. These are my thoughts. It's taken me like over 3 hours to get 4,000 feet of climb. I'm pretty sure back at home I can get 1,000 feet every like 35-40 minutes. Hey guys, just got back after the 3rd trip, so I've done 32 miles, 12,000 feet of climb, and in 9.5 hours. Yeah, I'm super bored out there right now, which sounds kind of really lame and like I'm a little. But also the other thing that I was figuring out while I was out there is that this trail isn't even that steep, really. It's like not even 800 feet per mile. I think that's maybe part of the reason why I'm so bored. It's just like, it's not challenging me that much. You have to stop at the top, put my little crampon things on to get over the ice. And I think that, doing a bunch more on this trail, it's not going to help me that much. Like, it's getting miles in, it's getting a good amount of vertical, but like, it's not really punishing my legs the way I need him to. So like, I had this idea that I could drive back to Phoenix and I could just keep running the second half of this run, and kind of finish off the climbing on steeper trails. So I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go do that. So I'm gonna drive back now. I've done a 50K down here, Mount Wrightson, 3 laps, and I can just hit up trails right behind my house. Definitely feel a little bit lame for leaving, but I just want to get the most value out of the time that I have. You know, I've got another 12 hours to run, and I might as well do it on steeper trails where I can punish my legs a little bit more, because Barkley, I mean, there's climbs that are, they're not 800 feet per mile. They're not 1,100 feet per mile, which is what I can get at home. They're like 2,000 feet in 0.8 or 1,300 feet in a half mile. So it's like, I think if I'm not doing the steeper pitches, I'm putting myself in a hole. So I think those are my thoughts right now. So this was still awesome. Like, I don't even want to leave here right now because it's so cool out there. Like, the moon is out, the stars are out, it's beautiful. It's nice and cold. The ice up there was freaking awesome. But, you know, as of right now, like, I'm not hurt. I didn't fall off a cliff. I'm alive and well. And I think this is a good chance to drive home and then force myself to stay awake, get out the door, and do more vertical. So stay tuned, because this video is going to continue, but I'm going to drive back now. Thanks for coming along this journey. Not something I would have expected that I would do. I usually stick things out to the end, but I just want to be smart about this. So, greetings, guys. It is the next day. It's about 2 in the afternoon. I went home and ended up running about 300 more feet of climb in 6 miles. So some really steep stuff until about 4 a.m. or so. And I was going to get up and do some more, but decided to just rest it. Wanted to just take a second and let this whole weekend experience sink in. I did not set out to do what I wanted to do. I was originally hoping to do 8 laps on Wrightson. I did only 3, and I don't know, I'm trying to just cope with this, I guess. I'm not really trying to dwell on it and call it some big failure. I'm just gonna move on. And it was definitely a good workout, and I stressed my body, and honestly I feel pretty, like, really perfect right now. I did 38 miles yesterday, or kind of in one go, with 15,000 feet of climb, and I don't know, not injured. Everything seems to be working. So it's interesting when you don't really hit your goals. I don't know what to say other than you win some, you lose some, and you just got to keep moving ahead. That's all there is to it. Because I didn't do this run, it doesn't mean I can't get 5 loops at Barkley. It's another deposit into the bank of training, and that's how I'm viewing it. So see you guys in the next video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so you don't miss the next one. We're coming up on just a few weeks left of training, and then we're heading to Tennessee. So hopefully you guys will come along. I'll probably post a few more videos about my training runs and my thoughts pre-race going into things, but right now I'm just basically prioritizing my training and my rest. So I'm going to try and get a lot more sleep coming up in the next few weeks as I prepare for this big challenge.